Welcome back, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Very excited to hop into this next episode of Mad Men. Season 6 has been it's been hard. Not because it's bad or anything. It's just been hard to see because Don has a new level of different disrespect from Megan. I feel like like he's always been not the best husband. Obviously, we saw that in season 5, but I really feel like this season's been a tough beat for him.
Well, what I love so much about the last episode is we did get that obviously intimate moment with him and Betty,
which I think was their best scene in the whole
for
show.
sure.
That is the best scene between Don and Betty.
Absolutely. And I think it shows how healthy Betty has become. And not that I condone what what they did. Obviously, it shouldn't have happened, but it wasn't like Betty didn't do it because she's miserable and just wants to hook up with somebody to feel better about herself.
No.
Because some guy hit on her at the beginning of the episode, and she didn't even blink to turn that down.
She did not.
So, she's not unhappy with Henry. I think this is just part of her journey to like wash her hands of Don a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the one thing they could actually agree on,
but
their sex life,
right. But Dawn, on the other hand, it just kind of highlights Dawn's just spiraling out of control.
Yeah,
and Megan's had that, or not Megan, Betty had that great line where she's like, "Your poor wife has no idea that trying to love you is absolutely the wrong thing to do. It's going to chase you off."
Yeah, that line where it's something about walking up a mountain. She's like, "Is that what it is to you? Is like trekking up a mountain?"
Yeah. He's just an emotional mess, and we've had the flashbacks to see like partially, like we've seen like the first like 12, 13 years of Don's life in flashback now.
Yeah,
we understand why and how he got to the point that he's gotten there.
Yeah,
but it's not any easier to watch him completely spiral out of control, which he is.
No,
his marriage for Megan is on life support. Megan doesn't know it, but we're probably pretty close to the end of them.
I think that she does because like it's. I have not rewatched the show yet, but the closest I get to it is doing the edits for YouTube, right? And that's when I get to go back and see the little moments. And the last episode I just edited was it was the episode where she has to have her first kiss
on stage, right? And Don loses it,
and he's fine with it in 1 second and joking about it and giving her support the morning she goes out to do it, and then he shows up there and calls her. He's like, you kiss people for money. You know who does that?
Right? Yeah.
And it's like that has informed so much of his life.
Sure.
That it's so bizarre. And my heart bleeds for him as a child.
Yeah.
As an adult, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, he's hardwired. Yeah. Like
there's something broken inside of him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's definitely some sociopathy there a little bit, but I think that the basic sense of abandonment that he's had all of his life, and mistaking affection for sex that he's had all of his life, kind of going back to
it's a lack of identity.
his origin story.
Yeah, right. Truly a lack of identity. Somebody doesn't know who they are.
He's completely unable to process the world correctly. It works great for an ad man. I think he gets a lot of credit for thinking differently than other people, but that doesn't play out well in his personal life.
His whole life, as a child, he's been out of place, never having any true kin, and then as an adult, it's just his whole adulthood has been fraud.
Yeah.
So you get it, but at the same time, you want to root for the guy, but you're so just against him. He's been really, really, really bad this season.
I guess, yeah. He's always been bad.
Yes, but he's had this level of, he's the man. But
sure. Well, yeah. I mean, he's covered up a lot of it with always knowing what to say and always being successful at everything, which is largely superficial.
It is.
He's never really been okay,
for sure.
And so I think that's slipping. Even that. Always, being able to crush it at work when he needs to, and always knowing what to say to shut people down who are questioning him, and lording that over everybody. And it's just not there anymore. Ted kind of sees through it. Peggy's kind of done with it. And the reason I bring them up is because I think his life for the first time falls apart at work and not at home first. I think the home life follows. I think what's going to happen is work's going to implode on him in some way. I do think he's going to be in real trouble with his job, even as a partner. And I think he takes that home, and then that's going to be the death knell with Megan. It's not going to be he gets caught with a woman, because Don is an old hat at getting away with being with women, but he's not going to get away with his life falling apart at work.
How much abuse can Megan take, basically? When is the levy going to break?
Right. Yeah, he's psychologically pretty rough on her.
He is.
Right, we do want to go ahead and welcome Steven, Zach Conway, and Anthony G to our Patreon group. Thanks so much, guys. We're very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you'd mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please, 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 the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full reaction to this and anything else we've watched or watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On all shows we're watching, including Mad Men, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon if we're on YouTube. So if you catch these edits on YouTube now, you can hop over there and keep going. You're going to have to sync and watch along on your own AMC Plus or DVDs or whatever. You're only going to see and hear us for copyright purposes, and we are watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive. All right. Welcome back, Patreon subscribers. We're going to go and start episode 10 here. We are getting close to the end of 6.
We are.
In 3, 2, 1.
You're so cynical.
Come over here.
Very cynical.
Yeah, he is. His misery is starting to really show through.
Same as the rest of them, Jack something. Apparently his feelings were hurt because we haven't kissed his ring.
Well, I'd be happy to go there and help soften him up.
He has no problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss our flight. Are we going?
Right after the partners meeting.
Oh.
Don,
He-
get
he's
it
just-
together,
how many
man.
games has he
Yeah.
missed this season?
Yeah.
We're done here?
My God.
It doesn't matter. They don't know our name because we don't know our name. Aren't we SCDP CGC? SCDP CGC is a mouthful, but CGC SCDP is not.
What? Yeah.
Very well. If it puts this to rest, I will gladly withdraw my name along with the other deceased parties in this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I move to table this. You have fun in Detroit, and you have fun with Manischewitz.
It's all semantics.
Yeah, the guy in charge, just pick an eye and stick with it.
Oh.
Believe that any further delay in choosing our name will take it out of our hands and leave it up to the world.
He's not wrong, but it seems a little ridiculous.
Just,
the
yeah,
argument.
who cares?
Can you just come up with a name?
Does your pay scale or ownership change?
Right.
Be slick. Be glib. Be you.
Well, I'm usually informed.
We're conquistadors.
Oh my God.
Another round. And send one to the pilot.
Oh my God.
Advanced by Democratic thugs calling for an unconditional end.
I would watch a spin-off with these two guys.
I would too.
How could you say that?
Because he doesn't have any sons.
I served in the Air Force. Did you?
You're disgusting, you know that?
Oh my God.
It works because people like you look the other way.
My politics are private, but that presentation isn't.
Everyone's running out of the room. I would too.
Yeah.
You'll have your work and you know it. You can go in there and take credit for it like you always do. Be friendly and charming after you stuck your fascist boot on my neck.
I think Ginsburg's in the wrong here.
The deadline?
No,
Yeah.
you're a fascist because you love business and you hate everything else. Freedom, blacks, Jews.
This is my stop.
Yeah.
Michael, what are you doing? That manager boss.
Why are you always down here? Go back upstairs.
He yelled.
Bob.
He yelled at Bob.
Bob's like, I'm helping you.
Of course.
Look, I understand why Ginsburg's upset, but save it. You're at work,
You just called
And
the boss a Nazi.
and he called him a hypocrite. He is.
Yeah.
He's like, you cast a check from Dow Chemical.
But do I have permission to clean out creative, starting with Mr. Ginsburg? Jim, he's lightning in a bottle. You have to start holding.
Yeah. Don't fire Ginsburg.
Yeah.
You're taking him to Manischewitz, Sterling's client and Draper's boy.
They're all your clients, man.
World's most expensive babysitter.
That's the spirit.
Jim, I'm on your side. Like, I was
Right.
on your side for a second there.
They can't fire Ginsburg. He's brilliant at his job.
He is.
I forgot. What does that say? Anyway, what should I...
It's the opposite of what we usually see.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a good agency should tell you.
Go ahead.
Make the pitch. Yeah, you're a partner now.
Do it. Come on, Joan.
It's not really her job, but I'd do it anyway.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Come on.
Please. This is what I get paid to do.
She realizes it's a pitch, so now she's going to cover the check. That's good.
She's learning.
Yeah.
I love her character arc, by the way. I love that she's now a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
I only interfered because I hate disrespect.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Good call.
I welcome this chance to shine.
Why do I feel like Ginsburg's gonna get screwed?
I don't like this guy.
Jim?
Yeah.
I think Bob just saw he's got a. All right, he's on his way up now.
So does that mean that Jim's not going to actually go to the meeting and he's going to send Bob instead?
Or
he's going to blow off the meeting?
Yeah, because are they going to roll 3 deep? I don't think so.
Yeah.
We'll take it to Ted. He'll know what to do. What did I just say? He's not like that.
Ted's not as territorial.
No.
Loves new business. He doesn't care where it comes from. Let's go.
Yeah. It's business, and it's Avon.
Who is it?
It's Avon Cosmetics.
Very groovy. Pete, as head of new business?
Since when? I don't want that.
Joe. Leaving town tomorrow, reel him in.
Why say?
Oh, no, that didn't work. Yeah.
No.
My friend Kate just moved there from Mary Kay, and she sent him my way.
Tell me everything you can about him and set lunch tomorrow for Peggy and me.
No. Yeah, she should be there.
Don't worry. You'll get all the credit.
Clara?
Sorry, John. That sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Just love how awful Pete is. You know,
Yeah.
he's just such a joke. Look, we all know a Pete.
Right. I want to root for him sometimes. Other times, I just want to slap him unconscious.
It's like you want to say he's harmless, but like
he's not. There are times he's been not harmless
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
He's a little weasel.
Yeah.
I love that actor too. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen him in anything since the show's been over.
No kidding.
Right?
Just sit up front.
Sorry about that. Need a hand?
Yeah, they're sloshed.
Yeah.
They brought Harry too.
I love when their hair's out of place to let
Yeah.
you know they've tied one on.
Get rid of that car.
Get us something with a roof.
I love those shades too. Those are great sunglasses.
To a party in the hills. It's very hip.
Beverly Hills?
No, the hills. And it's
Hollywood Hills, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn in. Try to sleep on the plane, but somebody wouldn't stop talking.
Yeah, Roger's like, what?
don't worry, I got this.
Harry, you're not a partner. She shut him something.
Yeah.
He whines more than anybody on the
He
show
does.
about his job, doesn't he?
He really does.
About 30 to 40 minutes ago.
Do you think Harry becomes a partner eventually?
I don't know. He's so hard to pull for. I bet they don't.
Because the episode I was talking about that this went up today is the episode where he calls Joan out and says, "I should be a
right,
partner."
yeah.
And they really haven't addressed it since.
Well, he was talking about someone else last episode. He's like, I'm going to be a partner here in a few years. You know,
Yeah.
When Pete was talking about
taking calls.
jumping ship. Yeah. Is this the riots at the 68 convention?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Shameful times.
Throwing rocks. They're prepared for trouble.
You can see that they're on the opposite sides they're on this issue.
Yeah.
On the bright side, Conrad Hilton is probably in that hotel right now.
I forgot about Connie.
Bye.
I do love Megan.
I do too. Donna's so flippant with her feelings all the time.
I know. Like right here, he was
yeah.
very sweet.
Well, he got there.
He got
He
there,
wasn't
but, like,
there.
Yeah, but like that's him being genuine. You know, it's he is who he is, but he wasn't mean to her.
No.
Handle it that way. Well, he did. And Pete's not coming
I like the brooch
because he wasn't invited.
Oh, she's pulling a coup here.
Nice.
The dynamite in our creative department. I don't know about that.
Tomato juice and coffee, please.
It's a combo.
Breakfast.
I grew up in an Avon home. Our lady was Gladys Bowman.
He's gotten so good at this.
Yeah.
In fact, all women have some kind of personal connection to.
Oh, yeah, cut her up.
Why don't you tell us your biggest challenge? We're here to listen. It's just
Yeah.
hard to hide our enthusiasm.
Oh no.
I think she's killing it. It's just not the way that they used to go. Yeah.
If we should try to be groovier or nostalgic. We're somewhere in between right now.
Yeah, it's true.
That's about it.
Peggy? Yes, John?
Oh, Peggy's mad. She got cut off.
Look, we all hated what we saw. But the Democrats are dead. It's over. Not just now.
Maybe forever.
Yeah.
No.
George was just laughing that these riots gave Nixon the election.
They did, actually.
Has been the site of many casual political conversations among better men than us. This is a business meeting.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Let fools shame this country.
Okay, well, never mind. I thought he was.
No.
Devote your energies to our nutritious and delicious instant breakfast and life cereal at the same time.
Right, that's rough. Rough start.
We're sorry your last girlfriend hurt you. We're in your office right now.
Tell us what you have in mind.
That was actually good.
That was
Yeah,
really
it was good recovery there.
Sorry, Roger's really good at this.
Yeah, he is.
Stop that.
Yeah, I was going to say, why is she grabbing her?
Dawn carry you to the deep end of the pool.
I never slept with him.
Forgot they already thought that.
I'll be fine.
He is going to lose it. I mean, that's where it's going to go. He's listening to a self-help tape.
He is.
Come on, LP.
I don't want to go. I'm not going.
Oh, sure. You'll talk to him.
I love you. You know that. You're a mother hen.
I'm
not scared. I'm a thug. I'm a pig. I'm part of the problem.
Oh, Cutler got in his head, yeah.
Fear of failure, fear of opportunity.
I can't watch this.
Now pull yourself together and be the man that I admire.
Yeah, all right. It's just wine, man.
Yeah, you're not going to
Dow
Dow
Chemicals. It's not napalm. Yeah.
There's that sense of humor.
I don't know what's going to happen with Bob, but like I really like his character a lot.
I do too.
Say about that car.
What's wrong with the Mustang?
They didn't want a convertible.
Yeah.
Harper Valley PTA. I've not heard this song forever.
This is cool, dude.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Look, obviously difficult times, but to be a
well, that's the thing. That's the juxtaposition of how these people are living versus how the world's living. It is him,
Danny,
the short one.
Oh no! Yeah,
yeah.
He got into movies. Oh, he looks way different.
Yeah, he does.
Ben Calminson's leaving. I think he's headed to a party in the canyon. Should we follow him?
You know Ben?
Do you?
No, neither one of them do.
Got a hookah?
He has a hookah.
Is he gonna do?
Of course he is.
He's gonna hit the hookah?
Yeah, you know he is because he always does. He always joins the party.
Take off your shoes.
And yet he still looks like he's right out of the 1950s.
It's so strange to see
him costumed like out of time.
Him participate, in this hippie circle where he's dressed like a businessman.
Businessman from 1956, too.
It's a striking image. It's really cool. It's a great metaphor too, like how they convey like the stories and stuff just through visuals.
Yeah,
is amazing
for sure.
Talk much, do you? In fact, I'm wondering if you're hearing a word I say. Are you tripping?
Clearly.
She's like, yes, I am.
She's like having a hard time setting up. Of course she is.
Maybe it can help your dream come true of having your lips on the side of a bus.
What are you going to do when you fail here? Keep.
Oh, God.
There's nothing like finding that magic spot that'll drop a man to his knees. You know, unless he's already starting there.
Oh!
Hated to do that.
I hated to do that.
I feel like Roger kind of earned that a little bit.
One,
yeah.
Got an old pride and glory there.
Really? I hate violence too, but television violence, Roger earned that one on
He
TV.
did,
yeah.
TV violence is different.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Like Tarantino said, it's so much fun, Jan.
And see, this is Dawn being Dawn, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is what Betty wouldn't do.
Oh, he is.
No,
hallucinating.
he's hallucinating. This is not the first vision of love that Dawn's ever had. He is a mess.
Yeah, he's a huge mess. He looks so lame.
Yeah.
Like, he looks good, but like, in this
Right.
context.
I wonder if he's actually walking with a woman that's not her. You know what I mean?
Or if he's just like alone.
Yeah. Or if this is even happening. If he's like sitting in a room, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it is somebody he's just projecting Megan.
Right.
Because he looked at that woman at the pool earlier.
Yeah.
And she kind of looked like Megan, so maybe he's just.
Okay, yeah, he's snapping out of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's alone. Oh. Dang.
Yeah. Is that Don?
Is he in a pool?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
See his foot face down in the pool.
That's dark.
Yeah.
Got a taste of the afterlife there, did you?
They took me to breakfast on the way to the airport and told me Jack signed off. And he's high enough at Chevy, he doesn't have to run it by the whole outfit. And
good job, Ted.
Ted's killing it.
Yes.
It's not a dog.
I don't mean to interrupt.
That's what you're doing.
Come on in, Bob.
God, he sucks.
He does suck.
We just found out we're moving to the next step. We're going to need more than Ken in Detroit.
That's music to my ears.
He's a little slimy, isn't he?
Yes, he did that to spite Roger.
Yeah.
To love who you are. And apparently, I am a curious child with a full head of hair and a thriving business.
That kind of does know him.
Yeah.
And you're a terrible swimmer.
There's no one else. So no one at work really notices the fact that he's spiraling.
Oh, very few.
Yeah. Right? You think Roger would notice. Of course, Roger's not focused on Don.
He's oblivious, Yeah. He's a child.
Avon sent over a box of samples to the girls, and Diane opened it, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so scared of Joan. It wasn't me.
Everyone out.
And Joan should be in trouble here, too. She should. It should be her account, but she did something she shouldn't. I would hate to have Ted's job.
Yeah, you can listen in there.
Yeah, she's going to.
It's unacceptable.
Oh, yeah, it's a conference room, yeah.
Did you really try to squeeze him out?
Say yes, because you did.
Andrew Hayes from Avon is on the phone for you.
Well, that's good. It gets her out of this.
What are you waiting for? Go take it.
That was good thinking by Peggy. I wouldn't have thought of that.
All agency business is your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really like Ted.
I do too.
He's the man. He's the only serious person there.
I'm telling you, Ted is all the things that Don should be.
He's the father of the office.
Yeah.
Good job. Good. Guys, yes.
Yeah.
Way to be there for each other.
That was Peggy for the win right there.
It was.
How was your trip?
If you don't mind, this is urgent.
Aren't you glad you didn't go straight home?
It's a nice office, man.
That's a great
He's got a corner office with a view in Manhattan.
Couch chairs.
Yeah.
Become quite dire.
Mr. Draper, the
They're gone for what, 2 days?
Come in.
They're gone for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I'd like to offer what we believe to be a differential solution.
They want to call the agency Sterling Cooper and Partners.
Oh, that is a big pitch. Yeah.
Good. Then it's settled. I'll get the art department on a logo.
It's a good solution.
Yeah. Ted is so good at this.
He's really good at this.
Work. I have nothing to do with it.
Have a good weekend.
No, that was all Ted.
Yeah.
Dawn, could you get my wife on the phone?
So Pete's feeling irrelevant.
Yeah. He was hoping Don was going to be on his side about the Joan thing after
Yeah.
Ted wasn't.
What's he gonna do?
Who's he coming for here?
Stan.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Working.
Give me that.
Hey.
Yes.
He doesn't want to see. I don't want to chill with you.
Right. You can't beat him.
Is this his first time?
Yeah.
That's an awesome shot.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever like Pete's finally stepping into the 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, with the girl
much.
walking by and everything and the music.
He looks pretty.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't condone drug use, but maybe this is what finally gets Pete to calm
Maybe.
down.
And I love that song too.
It's a great shot to finish that up too.
It's a great song.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Oh, yeah, man. That's okay. I love that ending. This show has the best endings. You know what I mean?
It's always pretty solid. Yeah.
And I think
when
you're
they
right.
use music, they use it so well.
For a second, I thought Pete was going to go pick on somebody, but maybe that is him stepping into the 60s. You know what
I think
mean?
it was. I think that was Pete's like
He's playing the game now.
Yeah, it's just like I just got. If I can't fight it, whatever. You know,
Sure.
just like I'm just gonna sit down and chill for a minute.
Yeah.
Which is out of character for him because he's
Yeah.
always so uptight.
Let go.
Yeah,
it's him. You know, and I like. Obviously, it was for comedic effect with Stan being like, "Hey," and like
Right,
walking
yeah.
off. But no, they switch the film speed, go in that slow mo
Everything,
shot.
yep.
Lady walks by, Pete has a glance.
The music, the smoking.
I want to see him going forward now. I guess, you know?
Yeah. We may have a different Pete a little bit going forward, at least as far as how confrontational and defensive he is at work, because he's been that way since
whiny-
episode 1,
Whiny
right?
little bee for the most part.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's definitely just been confrontational with everybody
Sure.
right up front. What's mine? I don't want to share the role with Ken.
Spoiled child.
I'm losing what I've earned. I work me, and maybe he's going to let that go a little bit.
Yeah,
because he just has to. You know,
He has no choice.
Don kind of gave him the ultimatement there: either
This
get on
or go.
board with what's happening here, or leave. You know, because this is what's happening. You're fighting against the tide.
It really is. It's a real uphill battle, but also it's like the whole office is just controlled chaos.
It is right.
The open drug use in the office, and just it's funny because this episode was not a Pete centered episode, and the fact that we had so much of his time, we focused so much on his time in the show there at the end, which is interesting to see what they're going to do next. I guess.
Sure.
Largely, I don't know. It was a very Don and Roger centered episode to start, and then they really shifted gears and they got away from it and focused on the supporting characters, which I think I'm trying to discern what the point was of this episode. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously there's each episode has a point, but like, what was the overall theme? Because Don was just going through it again.
Yeah. Don's still circling the drain. That's no surprise. I kind of feel like that with Pete letting go and Don being such an absentee participant here, I think this really kind of showed that Ted is taking over the firm.
Okay.
I think that's what this episode was.
I was leaning towards that a little bit because of when they were in California. Obviously, you had Cutler and Ted talking,
Right.
you know, and Ted, being a good guy, was like, "Hey, we're all in this together."
I think he's the guy they all want to go to
He's
now.
the
and
only level-headed
everything,
person
right? Yeah,
there, right? Even Cutler's like, "We need to start laying the law down." And
he's got to keep Cutler calm. He's got to keep Don focused. He has to keep Pete calm. I
Yeah.
mean, he's
Joan and
it's like it's his firm now. You know,
Yeah.
as much as the assumption was it was going to be Don's firm with Ted coming on board, our people, your people. Ted's the one. It's like it's not our people, your people. It's one firm. And I'm having to kind of play father to everybody.
And good for him for not being a slime ball. Because when
No,
we
he's
first
not,
met
right.
Ted, you kind of got the impression, "Oh, this guy sucks." You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got him in such small snippets. You didn't know he was just Don's
Yes, he was.
adversary, and that's how he was introduced. And he wasn't our first one, right?
No.
And every time we've had a Don's adversary, Don beats him, right?
He does.
That's obviously not going to be the case with Ted. Ted's not his adversary. They're
No.
kind of on the same page,
They are on the same
but I don't think Don can beat Ted.
No, because he's better.
He's better. I think as far as a partner who's running the business and running the creative, Don isn't the guy anymore to kind of be in charge of all that. He used to be with Sterling Cooper.
Yeah.
Even
Yes,
Sterling Cooper and
since
Price.
season 4.
Yeah.
He's just been slipping.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And it's hard to watch because this was Don's the man show.
Sure.
And now it's not. Now it's the Don's a hot mess and he needs to figure his life out show. I don't see him being in this world by the time the show's over. I don't see him being an ad man.
I don't know. Because I don't know what that's going to look like. All I know is I'm still on board with the idea, and I obviously could be completely wrong, as we've had this season of Dawn just ticking down, right?
Yeah.
Everything's coming unglued, and I don't know what bottom looks like, obviously, but I think season 7 has got to be Don's reemergence. His and whatever that looks like, right?
I hope
Don coming back to being the person you root for.
I really hope so, because for 3 seasons this has been the case, you know.
Yeah,
and it's that, like you said, the tide is shifting quickly. It is, everything is moving. Everybody's moving along with it too, for the most part. Even Pete now, you know. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that Don's like against the times, because like, you know, he's no stranger to like sitting on a hookah party. But like, you know, in terms of business and his personal life, the man is trapped.
Yeah.
He's in a glass cage of emotion. He really is. Like, it's, I don't know. It's we talk about The Good Place, how it's impossible to predict. This show is similar in the sense that like they could go in any direction here.
Sure.
Show. All I know is that I'm full blown rooting for Ted.
I am too. I am completely on board with Ted. Because he's the one adult in the room always. Whatever's happening in the room, Ted is the adult.
He's the father of the office.
Right,
it was like children when Pete went to grab Ted.
When Pete went to grab Ted, when Cutler came in ready to start firing everybody, when Dawn is being Dawn, it's really is Ted's got to be the one that's kind of got to be like, everybody rein it in.
Yeah, outside of the moment he had with oh my gosh, mustache Ginsburg.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that moment, I was like, I can't stand Cutler.
Yeah,
because like I thought he handled what Ginsburg was throwing at him very well.
He did until he walked off, and I was
until he stormed up. So he yelled at Bob.
Right. Well, you know, when he and Ginsburg were fighting, I thought he was making fine points on opposite sides of this issue. Mm-hmm. No big deal. That's how issues work.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, cool. He's not throwing the fact that he's a partner, and not throwing the fact that this is a subordinate who's being disrespectful. He's not threatening his job, and then he immediately walks off and says, "Let's fire him." I'm like, okay, no, he's not above it. It was he didn't want to look like he was getting beaten.
Yeah,
right. He didn't want to look like he was going to be petty, but so he had to go off quietly and be petty.
And even with the Ginsburg situation, I want to see what happens with him, because is he gonna? I don't know if he's gonna put his money where his mouth is and be like, I'm over the ads. I'm over this industry, because he was sitting there saying, I can't go to this meeting because I can't condone it because it's weighing on my conscience. He compared himself to Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but I think that was just Cutler getting in his head for the day.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, one, he's not going anywhere, right?
I really hope not.
Yeah.
He's definitely part of the show now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. With this show, they're no stranger to having people be fired. I mean,
right.
Sal's gone.
Well, I think if you put it to a vote, the Cutler would be the only hand that goes up in the partners to fire Ginsburg. There's no way Don's going to be on board with that.
Ginsburg is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
he's really good at his job.
Right, he is their best creative person. I mean, Peggy's kind of running creative, and she's amazing, obviously. Yeah. But as far as the one that sits down and puts the work together and writes the copy and puts the ads together, it doesn't beat Ginsburg in that office.
And the overall theme of death is back, right?
Right.
Obviously, Don saw a glimpse of the other side.
Sure.
Now, obviously, he was hallucinating because he was conscious in a pool.
Right.
Seeing
completely inebriated. Yeah.
Seeing that soldier, I don't know what's up with that, right? Because this season's largely focused on a death. Wonder if we're going to have a death this season. I don't know. Just because we started the season off with the hotel doorman almost dying, and then obviously Dante's Inferno on the beach. This reminder of I think we got a shot of Adam too.
Did we?
No, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up at the end of season 5. End of season 5 was also Adam, yeah. But no, but like it's still there. It's looming over the show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, Don is walking dread for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know what him imagining Megan is pregnant thing's all about, but obviously he's yearning for that, I would imagine.
I would think so. He was also yearning for making out with another woman too at the same time.
Well, because she was pregnant and she lost the child. That's probably why he saw her like that. And that's maybe I'm looking too far into that because I'm trying to pull something out.
It's gonna be something we see moving forward. I don't know what the end of his marriage to Megan is gonna look like. I just am pretty sure it's gonna happen.
Do you think it's gonna happen this season?
It might, but again, I think this season is more about. This is just me. I could be completely wrong. I think this season is more about Dawn falling apart at work, and then I think Megan follows. I think we're gonna, because we've always seen Don's personal life and him struggling at work because of his personal life, and work's the thing that props him up, right?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the opposite of that.
It's out of his hands.
I think work is what's going to fall apart on Don, and then we're going to see how that translates into how crappy he is in his personal life, because we've seen the other one plenty of times.
No, for sure. And I think that Megan will be in season 7. For right now, because we have 3 episodes left.
Right.
So
I do too. I don't think he gets divorced this season. I really don't. I think it'd be really quick at this point.
Yeah, 3 episodes. Like, it'd have to come out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, it would for sure.
So I think it's definitely a season finale kind of thing, which I think they did. I think season 7 is going to be longer. I think somebody told us they did the whole Breaking Bad thing where it's like 7,
like 8 and 8. Okay, because I remember Breaking Bad. They did 8. Took like
Sopranos
a 6-month hiatus. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
A 6-month hiatus and did another 8. So there's like two halves of the season. AMC was doing that a lot. And it was working out for him in the Emmys. I think, as I recall.
They were
crushing the awards pretty well. Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what happens going forward. Another great episode as always.
Yeah.
And they do finales better than anybody else has.
I'm really curious what the big bottoming out is going to be at Sterling Cooper for Dawn, because I do think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a madhouse now. It's
Right.
all on.
Especially since we have Ted, who is being shown to be such a competent replacement for Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn's still got the mystique and the aura, and the clients still want to meet with him, and he's got that going for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if that's what happens. I would not be surprised if Dawn goes to Chevy or Carnation. They were a big one too, right?
Yeah.
But probably Chevy, and goes into a meeting and completely blows it. And it's like, okay, the one thing that we always supposed to be able to count on being able to do, and that's going and win a meeting with the client.
I think
and he blows it.
I think it has to be Chevy,
Right.
Because Ted went this episode and he got him.
And
there.
Ted got him to the finish line.
Went to Detroit.
Yeah,
It's got to be Chevy.
I would not be surprised if Don blows Chevy completely, and then and all the partners, including Roger, including Bert, are like, okay, we have now hit a wall with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like. I would not be surprised if there's a buyout of his contract, but I don't know if that happens, because I can't imagine a 16 or whatever episode season next season with him not at Sterling Cooper.
Well,
it could happen.
Them doing it in 2 parts. Maybe it's the first part is him completely outside of an office, and then the second half is him coming back. We don't know.
We don't know.
So
that's true, or vice versa. But I'm with you. I would not be surprised if by the end, Don's not working in advertising anymore.
It's a lot that could happen.
And Don in prison is still on the table because he actually is a military deserter.
He is.
Don could very much face a large court martial by the time it's all said and done.
If that's the case, they end it that way. This could be the darkest show of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
If it ends with him just in prison alone.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Jake LaMotta style.
I mean, really, yeah. All right, guys, we will catch you on the next one.
See ya.